Welcome everyone, it is Toonski Plays, and I am here with Satisfactory episode 7 of Satisfactory. If you enjoy the series, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know you enjoy it, and it helps promote it via the algorithm. Now, last episode we made these 3 circular platforms making tier 1 item stuff, tier 1 copper, and concrete up there, all coming down into a little storage container here. Now it is cool, but we did lose the tier 2 stuff, the reinforced plates, modular frames, all that sort of stuff. We do have up here the reinforced plates being made, but this episode what I want to do is got reinforced plates there. I want to make modular frames over there, a platform with modular frames and rotors. I'm going to do the circle platform again and try and get it to look sort of like the rotor itself. But at the minute I'm waiting on concrete to get this done. So what I'm going to do is get the concrete, make these buildings up and start filling them in. I'll see you in a second. Right, so I've got the floors and a little bit of the rim of the motor housing sorted. I'm currently on the middle floor, and this is where the assemblers are going to be. So this is the part that's going to make the... Where's my mouse gone? There it is. This is going to be the floor that makes the rotors. The floor up there will make... What does it need? Screws and iron rods, ain't it? Yeah. So we'll make iron rods up top, screws on the bottom floor, and rotors on this floor. Now what I want to do is try to aim it towards there. And how many I could have? 1, 2. Actually, go for a different design. Just have them on the outside. So we could go 1, 2, 3, and just over here we go, and 3. So we have 6 assemblers all making rotors, which is good. Doesn't leave a lot on the back, but then the question becomes, how do you supply everything? And especially on corner pieces like this, it becomes quite finicky to do. And I suppose we could just do the... let's have a look. So to supply it we need splitters. Because the corner pieces, they're going to be slightly off angle. And it's the same on the other side. Yes. What I could do instead of going for these splitters is, if I go, so if we have something like that, we can have that go in there. We have 2. And that goes there. What do we reckon to that? I'm not too sure about the off angle bit there, so we can actually get rid of that, and that. We go 2. Is it just there? I think it might have to be off angle. Because that is too far down. Yeah, that looks much better. And then we could have 5. And then the question becomes is, how do I sort out the middle bit? let's just see if this actually works. That is an issue. I'm not too sure how to get rid of the gaps in between of this to get it to look decent. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be I don't like that, but I don't see a way of doing that better. I'll figure something out, but either way, that is what the second floor is going to look like. We will have screws and pipes coming down from the top and just belted in. Work. So we got 6 assemblers. That means 20 per minute times 6, that is 120 iron rods per minute and 600 screws per minute. So just go up to the top floor and see how many constructors we need to get this defect. So it was 600 screws. Screws, that is 40, so that means we need 10, 15 of these. I think that's right, 15 of these. Yeah, because 10 would be 400. Yeah, 15 of these. So, how many? Oh, we need iron rods for these as well, don't we? I don't think we can get 6 fully up and running, but 2 there, that needs 10 iron rod per minute. 10 iron rods, and constructor. Have it sort of back here. Makes 15, so 2 of these satisfies 3 of these. Leaves a gap in the middle, so 15, so we need. I think we would need a merger here. Merger there. A splitter. Just there. Right. So maybe if we line up the splitters in that first. It's just going to get in the way. Right, so I need to rethink the design of the screws, and I'll come back when I've got something in mind. It took a while, but I eventually, little circle platform there, eventually got it to work, and this is what it looks like. The first proper decent sized build. Right, so let's quickly go through everything. We needed 15 of these constructors making screws on the outside, but I couldn't quite fit that in, so instead I've done 30 and boosted the back 3 up here, back 4, with power shards. Power shards come from power slugs, and it gives you an extra 50% production power. So instead of 40 per minute, it does 60. And that is for that one, that one, that one, and that one. The rest are just regular. In the middle, we have 8 constructors making iron rods, which are needed for the screws. We need 10, so we ended up just putting power shards in the back 4 here. And that pretty much makes everything. The only problem with this design is output goes along all around the outside, and we need to get down to 3 specific points. So if I just quickly jump up here, as you can see, I have all the belts coming up to the top there, and this one is to go down to the second platform to the assemblers. So now the only thing I need to do is connect all these up into here. These need 100 screws per minute, and we've got like 40 up here, 40 up here, and 60 along the back there. So I'm just going to quickly get that done, and I'll see you in a second. Right, so the roof is fully up and done now. All of these conveyor lifts going down should have 100 items per minute going down. And one thing I also did, which I forgot to mention, just take this one away, is, if you can see it, we have wall attachments. Mark 2s, put in there, and what it does is you connect walls to that side and there'll be one on the other side, so you can connect power through walls. Can I get up from here? Yes, I can. Awesome. Right, so that's the screws finally done. That took so long. Get rid of this platform. This platform I use just to get the conveyor lifts on the outside. Right, so the screws are done. We are producing 600 screws per minute up the top, and we also need 120 the iron rods. So if we just go down to constructor and have a look at not iron plates, iron rods, this produces 15. So 15, so that'll be 8 if my maths is right there. Yeah, 8 constructors, and that means 4 smelters. This is going to be a hell of a lot simpler than the first one. So, and we also need to balance out so it's 20 on each. So what I'm going to do is, we've got things over here, so just have the smelters over here. Just 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is all we need there. We can bring them all into this line in the middle, and we just simply have 4 constructors on either side. And that's pretty much it for the iron rods. The screws literally took hours to do. These iron rods are extremely simple. 1, 2, 3. Wait, there's a... Wait. There we go. And then we just have 2 for either side. Nice and easy. So we go merger. Down the middle there. And then we just have splitters going across. And there we go. That's pretty much all there is. That's pretty much all there is to the iron rods. Just repeat that on the other side, and we need to split this up into 3, so we can just merge them all together and split it by 3. Simplest one yet. I need to get these running down. I'll get that sorted, and I'll put the walls up, and I'll see you when the product is finished. Right, and there we go. The rotor building is finished. Not quite what I imagined it would look like when it was done, but gotta admit, it does look pretty cool. In the middle, we finished off the iron rods. Just show you real quickly. Just go into here. There's no doors in this place, but yeah, this is what the final product looked like. 4 smelters, 8 constructors, and then we merge them all up and split them out 3 ways. So it's 90 to each, well 20 to each, because these who produce 15. The math does work out, but either way, this is what the middle ground looks like. You've seen the top, you've seen the middle. Now there is, where did I make that wall? There is one last thing we need to do, and that is iron ore. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 belts of 30. So that's 270. So that's 2 Mark 2s and a half Mark 1 will do the trick for these belts. Now, there's no iron near, there's a lot of presents knocking around, but if we just quickly have a look at iron, we got 2 batches close to us, which is that one, and we've got one a bit further down there, and then the next closest is 804 meters. Now, belting that would be a pain, but there is a technology we can unlock that will help tremendously towards this. So if we just pop this in here, we should be good to go. There we go.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Cool. So we've got new transport things. Truck station. We need rotors, modular frames. We need rotors and beacons for this. So if we make some rotors real quick. Okay, so the research is done. We have our building done. Next up, we need a transport system. The truck station. If we've got a little pad here for it. Just move back a little bit. Okay, just get rid of these real quick. Right. Beautiful. Truck station. So if we make that there, it has 2 outports. That's fuel, which we'll need. I'll get coal and stuff for that. But this should be. Oh, that's the input. That is the output. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll get it working first. It's been never actually used this thing before. We have our little tractor, and we need open workbench. We need fuel. So what I'll do is fly along to the coal plant, and I'll fly along to the coal plant, get some coal, and we'll see if we can get this thing up and working. Is it really only one? Hello. Hang on. Let's put that in there. Yeah, there's only one belt. So, this thing isn't going to be fully operational until we get the Mark III belt up and running, because we'd end up needing 3 stations. We'd end up needing just 3 stations just for this one plant, so just have the 1 station. It's interesting you can put stuff in here. Alright, so we'll find where the other iron is, hook up a train station, and hook it up by belts, and we should be good to go. Alright, I'll see you actually. Let's just have a quick gander at this before. Open workbench, wood. Okay. How do I... Right, so here we go. Hide node path, clear path, start recording, disable autopilot. Right, cool. So first thing I need to do is find where the iron is, drive a path along, record it, and send it back. Right, I'll see you in a second. Right, so we are down at the bottom of the cliff where the 2 iron nodes are, both pure. Only thing is that we only have 1 entry point for the ores. What am I doing? because there's two entry points. One is for the fuel and one is for the actual ore itself. So we're gonna have to upgrade this a bit, but either way we'll get this one up and running. So if we drive tractor, we go V, start recording. Alright, so now that we're recording, drive away up the cliff. Now it can make it up this cliff, but very slowly. So I might have to try that again. Finish recording, clear path, start recording. So we start recording here. Had that set up wrong. So path, enable auto path. There we go. So we have the ores coming out. Obviously, one Mark II belt isn't going to be enough to do this, but okay, and he's off. Right, so I'll probably have more trucks, but I don't think I'm going to add any more truck stops. Instead, I'm just going to wait until I get an upgrade on the belt. And then that should, a Mark III belt should be enough to supply the, I cannot catch up with this thing. I might have to re-record the line, it's a bit, yeah. But either way, I'll keep an eye on this truck, and probably add another one, and that is where I'm going to end the episode. Next episode we will do the modular frames, and I'll try and upgrade into steel. But if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Ta-da.